Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a...
The world needs visionaries, innovators, and creators with a passion to change things for the better. In 1885, long before anyone talked about carbon footprints or climate change, Warren Johnson launched a company to explore new ways to harness and conserve precious energy resources. He was ahead of his time in inventing the world's first electric thermostat. Since then, many of you have come to know us for our world-class building products. We have come a long way in our almost 140 years. Today, we advance smart, healthy, and sustainable buildings to drive impact for our customers. We're on a digital journey, powered by the innovation in our DNA, advancing building technologies for the entire life cycle of a building. We transform the environments where people live, work, learn, and play. In schools and campuses with inspiring learning spaces. In hospitals, delivering superior patient experiences. In data centers, making operations more efficient and secure. In sporting venues with exciting and connected experiences for fans. In airports with enhanced safety and improved sustainability. In the labs where tomorrow's breakthroughs happen. In our industry, helping our partners reach their net zero goals. Our data-driven suite of OpenBlue solutions symbolize just how far we've come. By using AI-driven technology, we're removing data silos and solving the greatest challenges for our customers. Our experts are breaking ground time and time again. We're working in the background, making ambitions happen. A team of 100,000 building specialists, delivering impactful sustainability, new occupant experiences, and respectful safety and security. We're everywhere, doing what we do best for the good of humanity and the planet. We are leading the blueprint of the future. We are Johnson Controls.
We hope that video energized you as much as it energizes me about Johnson Controls' mission and our role in the building solution industry. I'm Susan Rampt, Vice President of Human Resources, and I'm excited to welcome you to our second annual National Skilled Trade Day webinar. For Johnson Controls, our skilled trade team members are the lifeblood of our organization. The photo you see here is an example of how we work together, how we support our skilled trades team. You'll hear more during our presentation today about the partnerships and the collaborative spirit that drives our success. Talking about what you're going to hear today, let's take a quick look at the agenda on the next slide. We're going to provide an overview of Johnson Controls, starting with who we are and the services we provide. We'll explore various opportunities available within our manufacturing, installation, service sectors, and we'll highlight diverse career paths that you can take. Additionally, we'll introduce our training and development initiatives, including our Best Tech program, our JCI Academy, those that are all designed to support early career professionals. We will also briefly highlight career opportunities with sales and provide a special segment on our veterans hiring program. We'll conclude with a Q&A session to address any questions you might have, and then wrap up with next steps for starting your career with us. And we'll let you know and make sure that you have a clear understanding of how you can become part of our team. So before I turn it over to our next speaker, I want to share with you that this marks a significant milestone for Johnson Controls this year. We are celebrating 140 years of pioneering innovations in our industry. So each of the 5 key achievements highlighted here represent a transformative moment in building technology. We've been around for 140 years, and we're proud to have delivered so many firsts in the industry. For instance, the introduction of the first room thermostat revolutionized climate control, while the first building automation system laid groundwork for smart buildings as we know them today. The first air-conditioned commercial buildings set new standards for comfort, and the automatic sprinkler systems enhanced safety in buildings. And the security panel you see with a remote arming keyboard showcase our commitment to advancing security solutions. Together, these initiatives not only reflect our legacy, but also our ongoing mission to power the future of building efficiency and safety. It's a perfect way to transition to our next speaker. And I'm pleased to introduce my colleague, Vice President of Operations, Brian Register. He's going to talk with you about who we are and what we do and why we do it. Brian?
Hi, thank you, Susan, and hello and welcome everyone. This is truly one of the most exciting presentations that I get to do throughout the year. It's something I'm really passionate about as our people. So I am the head of operations for our Americas business for all of our product lines and lines of businesses. And I started here in high school in a co-op program, very similar to how we are onboarding here today throughout different skilled trades and more of early career programs. And I'll tell you a little bit about my history and some paths for you and your career, but really want to talk about Johnson Controls, what we do, and help translate your potential career path and how you can be part of this team. So Johnson Controls is the leader in building solutions and technology. And at the end of the day, we solve customer problems. We have a myriad of different products and solutions that we provide. I'll take you through that here, but ultimately it's about solving customer problems through our unique offering of solutions. Next page. So we've been around a long time, 140 years. We have 100,000 people globally. We hire about 5,000 direct field labor globally every year. And as Susan mentioned, we have a very robust development program where we bring people in, we mature them for the different roles that they want, and provide a career pathing for all the roles from that level to mine. We are in 90% of all the world's most iconic buildings. And we have a lot of patents and different solutions that we provide, all of which can suit your career path and where you'd like to go and help drive your career trajectory. Next page. And it's really centered around 3 platforms. So I'll start with high performance culture. What does that mean? That means it's about people. It's about how we deliver for our customers. It's about how do we help provide development programs from you as an early career employee, and basically where do you want to go in your career, becoming, a very high performing individual contributor, or moving into a manager role or a manager of manager roles. We are here to develop teams and to deliver for our customers. From a growth platform perspective, we are the leader in building technologies, and I'll go through that here in a little bit. But we put a lot of research and time into furthering our products every year, well over $500 million, to make sure that we are on the cutting edge of technology to deliver for our customers. And then it comes down to how do we operationally deliver, which is a big purpose for you and for this call, on how do you join our team and help us really delight our customers and provide that level of value and expectation that they want with quality installations. So the next page will detail really the high-level view of the offerings, and I'll take you through a couple examples. So HVAC systems is basically heating, ventilating, and air conditioning systems to temper a building. And if you think about all buildings today are generally covered by this and have these type of systems. From a fire alarm perspective, we do smoke detection, suppression systems in case there is a fire, a lot of notification systems that can help bring in different services to provide emergency rescue and support. From a security perspective, we provide intrusion alarm detection and different ways that we can make our customers' buildings safer and give them insights to where we have exposure and problems. Energy optimization is a big part of about what we do, providing value and not only monetary savings of their utility budgets, but carbon footprint and how we can help them exceed their sustainability goals. And ultimately, from a building operation and automation system, it's how do we bring all those different solutions together with one common pane of glass under our open blue technology, which again is, as you come into Johnson Controls, you'll learn a bunch of these different technologies, but overall, how do they come together to serve the customer in one view? Next page. So this is an example of how do we serve customers in different places. And if you can and imagine, all these customers have different stakeholders, from the person who built the building and they're looking for, lowest cost, highest value, to facility directors, and how do we make sure that we have zero downtime. And part of that is some of our AI technology that we put into buildings on anticipating needs, providing better solutions for them that can prevent problems from happening. And then ultimately, some of these types of customers here have tenants that we help provide value from them. So when you think about that building automation system and how does it come together, we reduce energy, we build better performance, and have seamless systems across the entire platform of these smart buildings. Next page. So if you can imagine, there's all types of buildings there, from schools, which is basically more maintaining a day-to-day temperature and humidity type environment, all the way to a hospital operating room where it's very critical, the air conditioning and the parts per million of particulates in the air, to data centers, which is a cutting edge technology. We are pioneering that in the marketplace, and we provide a very differentiated solution in our competition that encompasses all the different technologies of these buildings. Those are just a couple of examples, but again, we are in 90% of the most iconic buildings, over 70% of all the hospitals in Americas, and we are the player, the main player that you want to join. Next page. So this just speaks to some of the awards that we won over a period of time. We're a very ethical company. We believe in doing the right thing even when no one's looking. Right? That's one way I like to position it, and really ultimately delivering as our experts in the field on climate sustainability and doing the right thing. So overall, I'm very proud to announce we have the 100 Best Corporate Citizens Award for 17 years in a row. That's just a top accreditation here that we continue to strive for and deliver. And that's the type of company you want to be with. We deliver on our values, right? That's first and forefront in terms of how do we operate with our people and our teams. So a little bit again about me. So I came in a very similar program to this. I spent 5 years in true engineering work of these systems for controls, fire, security. Had an opportunity to move up to project management and ran a book of business. So it's very, very rewarding to go run work. You're like a franchise holder, you're delivering value, you're delighting customers, and you're really learning the responsibility of having pulled together multiple trades within a building to deliver what we do. And people always love it when the HVAC folks come to the site and get it tempered and get everybody the type of conditions they like to work in. From there, I moved up to run a branch and ultimately an area. Again, huge rewarding experiences in my journey, where you really learn to help create other careers for people. To how do you position them and for their success and development, to give them the opportunities that you've had as well. And then here over the past 6 or 7 years, I've moved up to more progressive roles to run North America across multiple different businesses, and then a global role, and then back here over our entire operations business. So this is a potential view of your journey, right? And it's a potential view of how you could come into this company, really learn our products and our services, and really deliver for customers, and then ultimately deliver back for the people that are on your team that you serve. So I serve you, I serve this team, and I look forward to having you join as part of it and becoming part of the team. I'll turn it over to Karen. You're next. Thanks.
Hello and good morning. I'm Karen Adams, and I'm the plant manager at the Hattiesburg, Mississippi plant, where we manufacture large engineered-to-order air handlers. I would like to thank you for spending some of your valuable time with us today. Manufacturing is a cornerstone of the Johnson Controls business model, transforming the innovative designs of our engineering teams into products that our installation and service teams use to create and maintain smart, healthy buildings. Across our 17 manufacturing plants in the United States, we employ over 2,000 skilled tradespeople who use their talents daily to create products that delight our customers and enhance building efficiency. We currently have nearly 100 open skilled trade positions that we invite you to consider as potential career opportunities. Let's take a moment to explore some of the trades that we utilize in our manufacturing sites. As you can see, Johnson Controls Manufacturing employs various types of welders, including brazers, fabrication welders, and TIG welders. In our plant, these associates create the foundation for air handlers, but welding applications are extensive across our businesses. JCI also hires many skilled electrical associates who handle tasks ranging from wiring lights and motors to wiring intricate control panels that power buildings, as well as the startup and testing of field equipment. We also employ a variety of skilled trades within our manufacturing facilities, including maintenance technicians, machine operators, quality control specialists, production supervisors, and continuous improvement roles. Manufacturing doesn't just build products, it also builds people. Career growth opportunities are a reality at Johnson Controls. We offer pathways for advancement within your current role, whether you're an electrician aspiring to become a tester or a welder with a passion for quality control. We provide the support to help you achieve your goals with on-the-job training as well as advanced technical training. If you've always wanted to move into operations or management, we can help you develop the necessary skills for that as well with leadership training offerings. At Johnson Controls, we also offer a tuition reimbursement program for those team members who want to pursue higher education degrees. My growth story began many years ago when I started out as an assistant buyer. I moved through numerous materials roles, including inventory analyst, materials supervisor, materials manager, and then eventually I was tapped on the shoulder and encouraged to pursue advanced leadership training. This training helped me pave the pathway for my promotion to plant manager in 2020. This year, I had the honor of being named one of the top 100 women in manufacturing by the U.S. By the National Association of Manufacturers. There are numerous similar stories from my plant alone, such as electricians who have become electrical engineers, electrical testers who are now project engineers. And one of my favorite stories is that of my associate, Morgan Cunningham, who is up next to share her tremendous growth journey with you. Welcome, Morgan.
Thank you, Karen, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I am so excited to share my career journey with Johnson Controls that I've had over the past 9 years. I began my journey at JCI as a temporary employee, working on the assembly line building air handlers. When I first started, I really didn't have much experience, but I quickly became intrigued by the manufacturing process. I really enjoyed looking at the specifications from the units and building them from the ground to finish. But soon after, I was given the opportunity to learn how to weld from some highly skilled welders within the company. I then decided to pursue a welding technology certification because I wanted to expand my knowledge around welding. And during that time, I received 2 promotions, first as a team leader and then as a production supervisor. And while in my leadership role, I realized that I truly enjoyed manufacturing operations. I decided to go back to school again, and with the help of the company's tuition reimbursement program, I earned an associate's degree. During this time, I relocated to one of our sister plants as a senior design drafter to explore the engineering side of things. However, little did I know I would discover my passion for continuous improvement when a position opened on the team. Meanwhile, I decided to pursue my bachelor's in industrial engineering, which was again supported by JCI's tuition reimbursement program. I've been a lean implementer for over 3 years, and during that time, I've had the opportunity to travel to other plants to support continuous improvement initiatives. I received my Lean Six Sigma Green Belt and Black Belt training, learning from some of the best in the industry. And as I approach my graduation this week, I've really been reflecting on the remarkable journey that I've had at JCI. I never imagined that a temporary position would lead me to so many opportunities. And the people that I've met and the relationships that I've built along the way have been one of a kind. Um, for anyone considering a career in skilled trades, I just want to emphasize that my path has been more than just a job. It's been a chance for me to challenge myself, grow professionally, and contribute to something greater. I really am a testament to Johnson Controls' commitment to providing opportunities for their employees. I love Johnson Controls. There's a reason I'm still here after 9 years. So with that, I want to say thank you for letting me share. And I'm now going to hand it over to Paul Duncan, who will take us through systems and install.
Thank you, Morgan. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. And I'm excited to be celebrating Skills Trades Day here at Johnson Controls with all of you. My name is Paul Duncan, and I am the director for our HVAC systems business, supporting the field installation business for North America. Next slide, please. So just a little bit about our business and how our work flows from end to end. It starts with our sales team, with the relationships that we build with our customers, securing new orders, and then that transitions into our global product solutions team, who manufacture our parts and pieces, our controls parts, our fire parts, our secure parts, that we then install in new buildings, existing buildings, across a host of all industries, schools, hospitals, pharmaceuticals. And then once we do that, complete that installation, it doesn't end there for us, right? We look to service those buildings, and then we call it what we want, the life cycle, right? We keep the cycle going and keep those customers for life. So that's the end-to-end process and how the work flows. Next slide, please. So when we think about career opportunities within our systems business at Johnson Controls, it's not just controls, right? It's controls, it's fire, it's security, and across all of those three business units within our systems business, we've got systems technicians, designers, system engineers, project managers, installation managers, fire alarm install managers, sprinkler install managers. So a whole host of positions that our employees and any new employee that joins our organization can actually progress through the journey of their career, learning new things and holding various roles within the organization. Next slide, please. So when we think about career growth at Johnson Controls, it starts with the individual, right? Growing in their role, right? Mastering the role, and then taking the experience that they've learned, right? And looking at other opportunities within the field that they're working in. And as they gain that experience, they look at more opportunities to become technical and robust leaders in our organization, right? So it's a journey that occurs over the life of your career, whether it's at Johnson Controls or anywhere else, but at Johnson Controls, we focus heavily on this, okay? And next slide, Steve, I'll just tell you a little bit about my career at Johnson Controls. I started almost 24 years ago with Johnson Controls as a project manager, and I learned to master my roles, and I started to learn new things outside of my role. And I've held many leadership positions at Johnson Controls, from both sales leadership and operations leadership, learning new things, and running a branch as a branch manager, supporting an area as a region installation manager, and then most recently supporting North America, our field operations for the HVAC business. So I'm glad to have been able to spend a bit of time with you today just to give you some insight of the career journey that you can have at Johnson Controls should you choose to join this team and help to support us to continue to be successful as an organization. So thank you, and I'll hand you off to Matthew Weiss, who'll talk about our service business.
Thank you, Paul. I appreciate it. And everybody that's on here, really appreciate you taking the time to learn more about Johnson Controls. What I'm going to talk to you about today is our service business. And it is the lifeblood of our business because we are right in front of our customers and are there to solve their problems. And when I talk about service with Johnson Controls, it's made up of not just the people here that are on this call, but it's about 8,300 direct service personnel in the field in front of our customers every day, helping to solve those problems and make sure that their buildings run comfortably and are safe. I'm excited to talk about the fact that we have over 750 roles just in the service business alone that we're looking to fill. And so hopefully when you get done with this call, you're interested in some of these roles and are want to go in and apply for those. When we look at what we do from a service organization, we do standard service agreements and we help prevent things from failing. We also go out and we address service calls, and if something's broken, we fix it. And so most of you out there drive vehicles. And so when you have a vehicle, you need to have it maintained. Our equipment is no different. And we need to have people that are willing to go out and solve those problems and keep those systems up and operational for our customers. We work on equipment, we work on machinery, we work on control systems, fire alarm systems, as well as security systems to maintain and service them. When you look at the different roles that we have, we look for people for these roles that both want to work with their hands or just want to work on technology or both. And so the beauty of the roles that we have for you is that we're willing to build your career. We're willing to invest in you. I was very inspired by Morgan's story and what she has done within this organization, how she's taken advantage of what Johnson Controls has to offer for you. And so I hope that you take that and you learn from that and are willing to apply. If you go to the next slide, please. So when we talk about growth within Johnson Controls, I've been with Johnson Controls for 30 years, and I'm here just like Paul, just like Brian. We've been here for a long time, and it's not just because we're happy with the company, but we're happy with the way that they have invested in us. And we've also invested in our people. And I think that's critical. And I look across the organization, and as I've grown in my career, and I run into people that I've worked with or hired and get to work with them again. And it's just inspiring to me every day, and the ability for me to wake up and make sure that I'm making a difference, not just for our customers, but for the people within Johnson Controls. And that's extremely important to me. And so tell you a little bit about myself. I was a co-op 30 years ago with Johnson Controls working in Atlanta, Georgia. And from that experience, I was able to get a full-time role with Johnson Controls as an engineer. And I worked my way up into project management, as well as running businesses and branches into the role that I am right now, which is working on across North America to help support our large strategic accounts. And the ability for me to make a difference every day is critical, to take advantage of the training that's there for you, both self-paced, as fast as you want, and manager-led. And both of those are critical to your success. So thank you for your time today. And I'm going to pass it off to Allison Newman.
Great. Thank you so much, Matt. Hello, everybody. My name is Allison Newman. I'm the program manager for workforce development, and I'm going to share with you about our training and onboarding. If you can go to the next slide, please. So you heard from all our fabulous presenters thus far about being hired into this organization, and we commit a lot of time to get you up to speed. And so in your first week, the Monday after you start, you'll be assigned an onboarding program manager to enroll you in onboarding programs that are designated to your role. You'll complete 8 to 12-week role-based onboarding programs with field experts and your peers, and have the opportunity to really grow and have a development plan for your future learning. When you're with us several years, we continue to invest in you and have skill-based learning paths that are provided based on the roles that you're in or that you want to grow into. And then certainly long-term career support. I've been with the company 20 years. We have individuals who are celebrating 30, 40, 50 years with Johnson Controls. We truly are a family that you can continue to grow and have a lifelong career with us. If you can go to the next slide, please. Our best training program, what's wonderful is that we have a self-assessment program too, to evaluate your key capabilities and critical knowledge needed for your role, as well as your next role. So we have these skill-based evaluations that you will be able to go through and looking at your soft skills, your business acumen, presentation skills, as well as your technical knowledge that you can then build in your annual development plan to continue to grow with Johnson Controls. If you go to the next slide, please, we have a few quotes from some of our incredible men and women out there in the field that have gone through our training program, talking about that they've been able to apply what they learned about navigating and software that they use, and the onboarding program gave them a clear understanding of the scope of their role. So you can see the different feedback from our men and women technicians and engineers and project managers in the field. What I'd love to do is share with you a little bit more about our early career programs as well. And if you can go to the next slide, I'm really happy to say for the last 6 years, Johnson Controls has formed a partnership with Lincoln Tech. They are a national technical trade school across the United States. They have over 500 HVAC graduates per year, 600 electrical grads per year. You can see those smiling faces on the picture there. Johnson Controls has added over 525 graduates to the JCI family since we started this partnership. And it continues to grow. Just this fiscal year alone, we're already at 148 technicians. We have 15 locations across the country that have our Johnson Controls equipment that then supports and complements the curriculum. If you want to go to the next slide, you'll see where those locations are scattered throughout the United States. Those are our 15 locations. And you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, we continue to grow. We're going to be opening up Houston, Texas, as well as Nashville, Tennessee, to have 17 campuses at the end of this calendar year. And this is an incredible pipeline into our organization. If you can go to the next slide, what we added to complement our onboarding, when you're an early career technician, whether it's security or fire, we want to jumpstart that training program. And we launched a program called the JCI Academy, September of 22. It is a postgraduate, so you complete either Lincoln Tech or others are on the call if you've attended different technical schools, if you're coming from the military, or you just have a good baseline understanding of electrical and mechanical, you would be qualified for our Johnson Controls opportunities with the JCI Academy. You're hired, and we have an accelerated 6-week learning boot camp. We pay for the tuition, we pay for your housing. We have 2 beautiful campuses in Columbia, Maryland, and Denver, Colorado. And this training really helps speed up that time to productivity in serving our customers. We have brought on over 300 JCI Academy graduates since our beginning of the program, September of 22. You get a retention coach to help guide and coach you and develop you during your first year. And 93% are still part of our family. So we have a very high retention rate with this onboarding and training program called the JCI Academy. What I'd love to have you hear from is a video. There is a video next that Michelle will play that you will learn a little bit more about our onboarding program called the JCI Academy. Michelle, would you be able to play the video? So our initial strategy was to have an opportunity to find technical schools across the country where we can form a partnership in developing their curriculum, building our labs with our equipment so that the students can learn on our equipment, and then ultimately hiring those individuals into our JCI family.
Johnson Controls is spearheading in a leadership role in being able to close the skills gap that's required in our industry.
I chose Johnson Controls because it's a great company with many supportive individuals and so many growth opportunities.
And the training and experience you get within the field will help you grow as a person.
I chose Johnson Controls to put myself in a place where I know I can build a career, where I know I can sit there and say, I've done something good.
During this program, I met some really good people that became really close to me. So I'll always have that for life. I always have them to rely on if I need anything. Even like my manager, my manager is really great. I think that Johnson Controls is the best thing for me.
As soon as I applied, I got the call, I got the interview, I got it, I knew I was in there, so I just love being here so far, and I'm ready to learn and grow with Johnson Controls and everything like that.
My favorite part of this is to see the students go full circle. They start their careers at Lincoln Tech without much direction or maybe not knowing what they're going to do. And at the end of it, coming into this academy, their lives, their careers, they have some direction, they have purpose, and a sense of fulfillment at the end of their journey. So that's an incredible part of this for me. Seeing the students go full circle and gaining all the knowledge here at the academy and taking it out there in the field.
Been with Johnson Controls my entire career, 37 years, born and raised in Baltimore. So very familiar with not only Johnson Controls, but the community and our people. So, and big part of my job is how do we continue to grow to support our business? And we do that largely through, and I'm a product of it, how do we bring from local schools, local universities, local college to grow the business, right? And yeah, what we're doing with Lincoln Tech and the Academy has been great. It's been feeding talent to all of our businesses, be it security, be it HVAC or fire.
As you go on, you start to become more independent. They start to give you more responsibilities, more things to do, more things to try out. So as of now, I will be checking out a temporary air handler by myself on a new project at BWI. I've been at BWI for almost a year and a half. Before that, I was going from job site to job site, learning new things, meeting different people, learning how to interact with customers, learning how to build those types of relationships.
It's a great career path because you'll have people around you supporting you. There's always something new to learn. So there's really great variety of ways to learn something new every day. For me, I see myself probably a leader.
Very excited for the new generation coming in, and I'm excited that I get to be a part of building the future of Johnson Controls. I've been here 27 years, and I would love the legacy to carry on, so we need to bring the right people into the business, and that I get hyped up about that, and I like that. And the students that I deal with, they're excited. When they come to work for us, they're excited to be here, and they want to learn, which is great, and I like seeing that in the young generation.
As much as we are growing in new technologies, at the end of the day, we're about people. We're about you. We're about our technicians that are serving our customers, that are there hearing what our customers' needs are, that are there for our HVAC and our fire and our security system. So as advanced as chatbot and AI and all these advanced technologies can be, it will not replace you. And it will not replace our incredible men and women that are in the field serving our customers day in and day out. So tomorrow needs you. Explore the JCI Academy as a way to achieve those goals. Well, thank you so much for playing that video. And what's even more important is to hear from one of our incredible graduates of Lincoln Tech, Dion Alvarez, who was hired as a graduate, was a security technician, and now, as you can see from his title, is a project team leader in security. And also, congratulations, Dion. You just celebrated your 4th anniversary with Johnson Controls. So congratulations. If you can share a little bit about your story.
Thanks, Allison. Yeah, good morning, everybody. So, yeah, I'm Dion Alvarez. Was hired about 4 years ago, Monday. May 5th was my official start date. And I was hired on as part of the Tiger team, which is JCI's travel team. We travel all over across the country, and I was hired on as a security installer, level 3, out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And I knew that I wanted JCI to be my end all career because of the opportunities that they provide, which I'm living proof is what we tell a bunch of our candidates. Within just a matter of a short 2 years, I worked my butt off and I became a manager, and now I have direct reports of my own. So definitely, don't be discouraged about, what you know or don't know, because as a bunch of our other leaders have said, we can teach anybody, as long as you have the will, we'll show you the way for sure. And that's basically it. My short story about 4 years.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much, Deanne. Thank you so much for all that you do. And as you mentioned, now you're the next generation bringing on talent. So thank you so much, everyone. And it's my pleasure to now introduce Amy Pentek, our commercial sales program manager.
Thanks, Allison and Deanne. Just a little bit about myself. I've been with Johnson Controls for about 14 years, based in Milwaukee, and I've had the opportunity to work across many of our business groups, from building solutions to global products to corporate, in a variety of positions. And in about August of this last year, I moved into the commercial sales business, really to help provide additional fostering and growth with our best sales program. You can go to the next slide. Thank you. BEST is our Building Efficiency Sales Training Program, or as we also refer to it as our technical sales program. So really growing and developing our future sales leaders within the organization. It's a 6-month learning program that really happens twice a year in January and June, so it aligns with college graduation dates. And you have an opportunity to really learn hands-on how we apply our systems, our technologies, and our services to really serve our customers in the best way possible. Our program is classroom setup in nature, both virtually as well as in person. So we have the opportunity to simulate what it really looks like to interact with our customers, how we teach our customers, and how we really partner with them to get the right solution for their particular building and their application. We have 4 different tracks within Best Sales. We've got Best HVAC, which does require an engineering or a technical degree, and you're going to be selling smart HVAC systems and controls. Best Fire prefers also kind of that engineering and technical background. You'll be selling fire alarms, mass notifications, and sprinkler systems. Our Best Security program prefers a technical background, but you could have a strong experience in marketing, communications, or business. And you'll be selling 24/7 remote monitoring, access control, and advanced video surveillance products for us. And then last but not least, our Best Equipment program also does tend to steer more towards the engineering or technical student. And you'll have the ability to help enhance our energy efficiency and indoor environments for our customers by selling chillers, condensers, and rooftop units. So all of these programs do take a 6-month learning period to complete all of the various learning modules. As I mentioned, some are on site at our campus locations. Others take place virtually within your local branch offices. But really throughout this 6 months, you have an opportunity to learn about Johnson Controls, expand your skill set and your network of individuals within the organization, also within your community. And most importantly, it really gives you a great career path here with Johnson Controls. So I'm super excited for you to look at Johnson Controls and explore a career with us. And certainly do consider the Best Sales program as one of those avenues for yourself. Up next, you're going to hear from Rodrigo Quint from our military recruitment team. Rodrigo?
Thank you, Amy. So hello, everybody. Rodrigo Quint here. I run the military veteran recruiting efforts at Johnson Controls and also an Army veteran, so go Army. If you are a veteran or an active duty service member, I encourage you to put it in the chat. What branch are you? How many years? Where are you stationed? I would love to hear that, and I know the audience would like to see that. First off, a huge shout out to all my brothers and sisters in arms. We thank you for your service, and we appreciate you. I've been here 10 years right after the military. So needless to say, Johnson Controls is a proud supporter of military veterans and their spouses. We've won several awards such as Forbes, Newsweek, Military.com, Military Friendly, and much more. For our active duty service members, we are a partner with Hiring Our Heroes. So we do participate in the Department of Defense Skill Bridge program. For our veterans and our spouses, we work with nonprofits nationwide. So if you are part of a nonprofit, reach out to them and let's get connected. Internally, we still support you with our Global Veteran Business Resource Group. We support veterans, spouses, families through mentorship, professional development, visible and invisible disabilities, and support and accommodations. For our candidates, we have a team dedicated helping veterans get hired. So if you are a veteran, please identify your resume, identify your application, and remind your recruiter on the interview that you're a veteran so we can get connected. Thank you to everybody on this call. We really appreciate you joining and handing it off to Q&A.
Thanks, Rodrigo. So we have a ton of questions that came through, and we're going to get to all of them, whether we respond via chat or we answer them live. So I really thank you very much for all of you who are participating today. Matt, a question for you is, what advice would you give someone starting their career here at Johnson Controls? And are there any certifications or trainings that you would recommend?
Thanks, Michelle. I would say the most important thing is to enjoy what you're doing, to have an open mind to learn. Because when I got out of school, I was excited. I took my last exam and I wouldn't have to take any more tests. But Morgan talked about, her ability and want to learn more, and then going back to school. And what Johnson Controls has done for me is kind of opened my eyes that there's a whole opportunity out there for us to continue our education in order to be able to serve our customers. And so I would say open-minded. As far as certifications and skills, honestly, there are a lot of opportunities that we have where you need specific skills. But the beauty of Johnson Controls is we have all different levels of roles for you, where you can come in without any certifications and any skills and then be able to build those. And we're willing to help support you in doing that. What I will say also is when you go in and you look at a request, an RTH that's open, it will oftentimes tell you what skills and certifications that you may need for that role. And what I would say is go in and take a look at that. And if it's something that you want to build in order to get a higher role in the future, then I would do that.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. Allison, we had a question come up in regards to how does someone who is graduating high school learn about joining the JCI Academy?
Sure. Actually, all of our JCI Academy opportunities are posted on the portal, so that if you see that opportunity, you're able to apply, and a recruiter would be in touch with you to learn more about those opportunities.
Thanks, Allison. Karen, we had a couple of questions come up in regards to the manufacturing plants. What are the typical work schedule hours, as well as is there opportunity for overtime?
Yeah, so thanks for those questions. The schedules are going to vary from plant to plant. I know that at our plant, we run 2 10-hour shifts, Monday through Thursday. I know there are also some of our sister plants that run 8-hour shifts, Monday through Friday. And typically in any manufacturing plant, there is almost always the opportunity for overtime. We strive for somewhere around 10% in our factory, but it just depends on each plant. And what was the second question? I'm sorry.
Is there availability for overtime and whatnot?
Okay. All right, got both of them then. Thanks.
You did. And we have 2 last questions. One of them was, how do you go about applying for the role? There is a QR code that we have published that will direct you to our job website, where we'll have thousands of opportunities for you to apply to, and a recruiter will get back to you no later than 48 hours. And last question is, why Johnson Controls? Why do you choose to work for Johnson Controls? And I can answer that. I go by this motto: what's better than getting up every day, loving what you do and knowing that you make a difference. I'm here 20 years myself. I've been within talent acquisition through mergers, acquisitions, and I love getting up every day, going to work, and knowing that I make a difference. So with that, I'm going to pass it back to Susan to close us out. And any other additional questions that were in the chat, we will respond to you separately. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, everyone. And I'll tell you my why for being here. And it's literally the colleagues on the phone today. Highest integrity, so committed, showing us every day what it's like to be a good colleague. And it really, I don't know, encapsulates, I think, what we stand for at Johnson Controls. So anyway, I would like to leave you with a few more insights before we tell you a little bit more again about how you can start your career with us. So the Johnson Controls difference. So we're committed to integrity, purpose, teamwork, customer focus, and a future orientation. It's not just a statement, it's the foundation of our operations. And these values drive our decision-making, our interactions, and our, everything that we do as colleagues and with our clients and with our customers. The slide also highlights our core differentiators, such as our expertise in building management and our innovative open blue technology, which positions us as leaders in sustainability and innovation. Our deep subject matter expertise and our ability to deliver tailored solutions reinforces our dedication to creating trusted partnerships with our customers. And this is a holistic approach. It ensures that we're not just a service provider, but a strategic partner in their success, in our success. So next slide. This slide highlights the importance of listening to our team members and promoting employee engagement. We have a Your Voice employee listening program here. It's designed to continuously gauge employee sentiment through feedback and surveys that we do quarterly. And we use it to create an inclusive, personalized experience. And by empowering employees, we not only enhance satisfaction, but also drive productivity and leadership development. We have 11 business resource groups, or BRGs, which help drive professional growth and community involvement. We encourage everyone to participate in those and benefit from networking and development opportunities. Last, engaging with these groups can significantly enhance our overall employee experience, and it's really a vital aspect of our employee culture. So I hope today's presentation has fueled your interest in joining our team. So on the next slide is some information on how you can take that next step. So on the left, you can see our promise to employees to create a culture that values personal growth and innovation. And on the right, the image highlights the various aspects of our workplace, from wellness benefits to culture that empowers all of us to make a difference. You can use the QR code. It'll take you directly to our careers page where you can explore those job opportunities that Michelle mentioned. And that's it. We appreciate your attention today. You are welcome to follow up with any of us. We'd be happy to have one-on-one conversations with you if you have more questions. And we hope to see you joining our team soon. So thank you again for joining and have a great rest of your day.